Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm at Cartwright Fields in Nestleton, Ontario, and I am testing out the MX-1 by Prodigy discs. Shout out to Ezra Robinson who signed it. I bought it off of him. All right, now I've heard this disc is almost unusably overstable, but the reason I'm going to try it, even though I have a noodle arm, is because tomorrow I've got a tournament, and this tournament has it's at Stone's Throw. It's a Stone's Throw fall open. I did the spring open in the spring. I want to do the fall open now, see if I can improve how I did back in the spring. And the course is not super long, but there's a lot of shape that you need to do, and it's usually pretty windy. Today's a lot of wind, so today's going to give me a good idea of what this disc can do. So starting off hole 1. Not unusable. A little long. And I am still putting with the Pixel because I don't putt with an overstable disc. And it's not fair to judge this disc based off how I putt when I'm not putting with my normal putter. All right, hole 2 here at Nestleton, 200 feet. It's basically a forehand. You just want a forehand hyzer. So I'm gonna push it flat, see how far I can push that disc. I'm short, but I think I got a putt. Oh, let's go. Putts are starting to feel good, guys. Hole 3, it's a little bit farther, 216 feet. It's again a forehand line, so let's see if I can push this a little bit further. Now I'm finding this disc, I don't remember what plastic they said this was. I feel like it's like 300 maybe. Maybe it's their 4, but I feel it's a little slick. It's kind of gummy, which is nice, but it's a little slick. Oh, did I lose this disc? It's not inked or nothing. I thought I pushed far enough forward. See from that. Oh, I found it. Way deep. Oh, straight to jail. That's what this is. Kind of made it out. Oh, and I follow up a birdie with a bogey. Ah, bugger. Okay, still even. 230 feet. Now it's pretty straight, so I'm gonna try and give it the flex. Oh, I stalled it out. Stalled it out on the edge. Now, I do find that sometimes when I am attempting to flex, that's a bad shot for it because I had to stretch out, but I made it. When I attempt the flex, I have a tendency to throw up rather than flat and flex. Okay, so I'm still even, which is good. I don't expect to be even by the time this course ends because with one disc round, with something this overstable, there's too many shots that are bad for it. Like this one here, super straight. It's only 180 feet. But you don't want left, you don't want right, you just want as straight as you can get. I normally throw a proxy here. Hit the tree, okay. I'm actually okay with that result. Now I'm sure there are guys that would putt from here. I would probably try it, but for the sake of the video. And the reason I'm happy I hit this tree and not up there is because I hit this tree and landed somewhere safe. In there, you can't caught inside. There we go. Okay, stayed even. Okay, staying even is good. Now, this middle tree, they usually count as a Mando. Gotta stay to the left of it. Don't know that I want to do that. worry about that today. But that means this hole really shapes up to be a forehand hole again. 174 feet, so it's not super long. Okay, I shot that wide, hit the trees, stability kicked me back out. Still have the play for par. I think I want to flex this one forward. Let's go. Still par. Let's go. Hole 7, 164 feet. Slight curve, or not slight, constant curve to the left, backhand. That tree, it was gonna be so good. Oh. Some tree play there. Really thought this hole might give us a birdie. But we're still par. It's a pitch and putt course, so it's pretty forgiving. This one, 157 feet. It's a little, again, I usually proxy or envy this. I didn't give it enough juice. I babied it, came in early. One of the reasons I like pitch and putt courses like this one, like Cartwright Fields, is that they're a pitch and putt, but that doesn't mean they're like easy. You still have to hit the lines. Whereas like sometimes you get to a pitch and putt, oh, I'm actually, hi, better than I thought I was. Sometimes you get to a pitch and putt and you're like, oh man, like it's so easy that, dang it. Like in Tweed, I was giving myself, when I played pitch and putt course in Tweed, I gave myself rules that I had to do because otherwise it was too easy. No! This hole, oh, I missed the putt. Ah, bogey. On what I would have thought would have been like the easiest hole for this disc. Look, I bet if I did this hole again right now, I could probably get a 2 with it. I might try. Sometimes you get into your head about what a disc can do, should do, that it's like the right disc for the hole or not. You start doing things different than how you normally, which affects your play because you're like, oh, it's the wrong disc. When really, you just gotta play the disc you have. And I think that's one of the things that I have to get in my mind. Because when I stop thinking, oh, this is the wrong disc for this hole, I did better. 273, again, kind of straightforward. I usually try and throw something a little flippy. There's a ditch to the left. But that'll play nicely. In fact, I usually love if I am there. In fact, this is one of my longer drives on this hole. Oh, I thought that had a chance of going in for a second. And this is one of the holes that I was thinking would give me a stroke. I thought I'd be going into the ditch down there, adding a stroke, hitting trees early, something, not being able to make it a good shot. So being at +1, I'm actually impressed. I actually feel like this disc is more usable than people were making me believe. And I threw a couple other throws with it on a couple spots to test it out. There's a few times it slipped, especially my forehands. My forehands seem to slip out a little bit more than other times. But as far as Prodigy goes, there's not a ton of flashing. Like there's a little bit, but not more than anybody else on this disc. So pretty actually happy with it. And I think that tomorrow, it's 176 grams. I think tomorrow I may be throwing this in the tournament. There might be a few holes.